Hi there, it's Heather, and I am standing in my stateroom aboard the brand new Explora One. Explora Journeys is a totally new cruise line that just set sail for the first time ever in July 2023. So she's only 8 months old right now, and for the first time they brought their first ship to America. And so she has been sailing a little bit in the Caribbean, up and down the Pacific coast. She's gonna go to Hawaii, and then she's gonna head back to the Mediterranean for the summer. And what I love so far about this cruise line is that it's such high touch level service, absolute luxury without feeling stuffy. You don't have to feel bad if you show up to dinner without a tuxedo on. That's not what this is. It's almost got a feel of like if you were sailing in the Mediterranean on your own private yacht, where you can just walk around in your bathing suit by the pool and then get dressed in some nice slacks for dinner and then go listen to the piano player at night. But I'm really excited to explore Explora One with you, and let's see what she's all about. I think we're really gonna like her. I'm staying in a Grand Terrace suite. And let me tell you, when I first walked in here, my jaw dropped. This is a huge room, and I'm staying in it by myself on this trip because it's purely for business. My gosh, they have thought of everything. I love that they have little touches that you and I wouldn't think of, but now that they're here, I love heated flooring in the bathroom for when I get up in the middle of the night and forget to put on my slippers. A little bookcase to borrow books, but also to give you kind of a deviation between your sitting area and your sleeping area. I love that they have a Dyson blow dryer. Ladies, my goodness, if you've ever wanted to purchase one, but you weren't sure it was worth the money, you get to try it here. They also have a mini bar that is completely included, and your stateroom host or hostess will come by and ask you what type of spirits or wine or drinks that you want in it, and she will come and stock it. They greet you with a glass of champagne, which, oh boy, what a treat is that, right? Like you're ready to start your vacation. They also have these really cool wireless charging ports right next to the bed, so you don't have to fumble for wires or is there going to be enough places to charge all of our devices. They just thought of it. It's all taken care of. But not only is it all thought of, it's done beautifully. All these gorgeous grays and browns and blacks are so peaceful and soothing. I have a giant screen TV if I want to watch TV in bed or on the couch. And my balcony, my goodness, this is not just a balcony, it is a terrace with a table and chairs and a chaise lounge. And I promise you, I will be having many breakfasts or at least a latte or two out there to start my day because it's just beautiful. It's really that level of luxury and high-touch service that Explora is going for, and I think you're really gonna like it. I've just stepped into one of the residences to take a peek. This is kind of like concierge level on steroids. Not only do you get this gorgeous concierge lounge, you get, quite honestly, a stateroom that is almost as big as my house. There is this gorgeous dressing room, a giant bathroom, separate bedroom with a bed overlooking the balcony. Your balcony wraps around. Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it. There is an outdoor shower. You also get this gorgeous dining space, a workspace. It's nice to give you just a little extra breathing room on vacation. So far, I have been incredibly impressed with the quality of food on this ship. There is no giant main dining room like you're used to with the mass market cruise lines. There are 6 individual restaurants with their own kitchens and their own personality. There is an Asian fusion restaurant, a French restaurant, Mediterranean restaurant. There is the classic steakhouse. There is the Emporium marketplace, and then there is one restaurant that requires an upcharge, and it's kind of a nicer, fancier experience. What's missing? Buffets. There is no buffet on this ship. Now, at first glance, you might think that the Emporium marketplace looks like a buffet. You can walk around, there's different stations, you go pick out your food. However, The high-touch service really comes into play here because there is a staff of 1.25 to each guest. So every time I have gotten a plate of food, I turn around and there is a server there ready to take my plate and escort me to a table. They are there to pour your drinks. There's no beverage station. They will get whatever it is that you want, whether it's coffee, tea, cocktail, soda, iced tea, water, still or sparkling water. That is the first question they'll ask you. So there is no place to just go and feel like you're in a cattle call. Even in the most casual restaurant on board, you're still getting that personalized high-touch service, which I so appreciate, because when you're juggling 3 plates of food and trying to find a place to sit, that's stressful, and nobody needs to be stressed out on vacation. Now, I mentioned that Explora Journeys is an all-inclusive line, but what does that mean? It means that everything almost is included, and you are not going to be shelling out money once you're on board. You're not going to be nickel and dimed for dining at this restaurant or having this drink. Almost all of your drinks are included. There are a few top shelf wines or spirits that you would pay extra for, but there are so many fantastic wines and cocktails available included in your cruise cost that you're not even gonna really want those. Your gratuities are all included. All restaurants except one are included. Your fitness classes, all of your entertainment. They even greet you in your room with a bottle of champagne, and then your stateroom host or hostess will stock your mini bar with the wine, beer, or spirits of your choice. All included. It's just, again, feels like you're on your own private yacht and you sent ahead your list of requests, and now all you need to do is show up. Your Wi-Fi is included, and I can confirm that the Wi-Fi is the best I have ever experienced on a cruise ship ever. I can stream from here, I can watch videos, I can download, I can upload, I can make phone calls. In other words, if you are running a business and you need to tap into work from time and again, you are going to be covered. This really is your home away from home. So if you normally go to land vacations and high-end hotels, this has that feeling where you come, everything is set up for you to work, to play, but you're not spending or shelling out the rest of the time for all of your activities and your dining. And it's very refreshing. There are several bars and lounges on this ship, but they're not so themed feeling. You're not going to go and say, this is the bar that has all of the beer. It almost feels like you're in an elegant 5-star hotel in some fabulous city of the world. And, there's going to be piano music by the Steinway artists in the lobby bar, or perhaps there will be someone playing strings or jazz in the Astern Lounge. What I've noticed is that almost all of the lounges take advantage of beautiful ocean views. The Explorer Lounge, which is at the front of the ship, is my personal favorite. Yes, there's piano music there, but the real draw is that they have these comfy couches completely surrounded by floor-to-ceiling windows. So no matter where you're sitting, you have gorgeous views of the ocean. If you're in a warmer climate, they even have an outdoor dining or patio where you can sit and have your afternoon tea or get a cocktail and just take in the gorgeous weather. There's a whiskey bar with an attached cigar lounge for those of you who are into that. I know Justin is totally a whiskey fan, and so that's where he would love to be hanging out. There are lounges that are high up on the ship, open air, overlooking the water, and I just think that they are really elegant in that they're not loud and like a party. They are places with comfy couches or lounge chairs where you can go with your travel companions and have an elegant cocktail, curl up, enjoy conversation, and then go enjoy dinner or go to the pool. It's all just very elevated, I want to say. It just feels very regal but not stuffy. You feel comfortable there, as opposed to everything just being loud or raucous or themed. You can walk into any bar on this ship and just feel at home. Explora One has a lot of pool decks. They have a lot of outdoor space, which is great, especially when you're in Hawaii or the Mediterranean or the Caribbean, because you want to be outside in that gorgeous weather. I think I heard someone say that they have more water on this ship than most every other cruise ship in the world. There's actually 4 pools on board. There is my favorite, which is the Astern pool, and that is located at the very back of the ship. And they have made this infinity edge pool that overlooks the wake of the ship. Don't worry, there's plexiglass, you're perfectly safe, you're not falling off the edge, but you have that feeling of just being suspended above the open ocean, and it's so stunning. There's a sun deck right next to it, and then ledges with just an inch or 2 of water where you can sit with a cocktail. It's truly one of the most fabulous pools I've ever seen in my life. It's just stunning, and I'm a little sad that I'm in the Pacific Northwest where it's just a little bit too cold to go out there and enjoy. But my second favorite pool on board is the conservatory, and this is actually an indoor pool, so it feels like a greenhouse. It's so warm in there, and they have these hot tubs that look like a lap pool. They basically run the length of the conservatory, so you can sit in this stunning long hot tub and just look out into the ocean. And then there is a pool inside the conservatory, but it has a retractable roof, so when you are in a warmer climate, that roof will open up and it becomes open air. But like now, when it's cold and rainy, you can close that roof and we can still go swimming. They've just really thought of everything. There is even a pool that is adults only, so if there are children on board, and I haven't seen many, truthfully, but if there is an adults only pool where you can go and enjoy. I actually watched us sailing under the Golden Gate Bridge from there. So there is a pool experience for everyone, and I feel like all the spaces have really been well thought out, and I'm just genuinely enjoying every experience. I spent my morning at the spa today getting a massage. It was fantastic. They do all the typical treatments, massages, body treatments, facials. They have a beauty parlor and a barber shop, so you can go and get your hair cut, your hair done, nails, pedicures, all of that. They also have a really fantastic retail shop with higher end skincare and aromatherapy products that I've not seen in any other cruise ship spa. I definitely picked up a few aromatherapy oils to help calm myself down on stressful days. But they also have a beautiful wellness area, as most spas do, where you can go and enjoy. They have a giant hot tub. They have a eucalyptus steam room, a dry sauna, and a salt sauna, which I spent most of my morning in there today, just breathing in that gorgeous salt air, and maybe it will help purify my lungs. It is a little bit pricey, but I can say they have some cool packages as opposed to just straight up massages. They have wellness journeys, so perhaps it will include a sound bath or a certain type of stretching on top of your massage, or it will combine a massage, a facial, and one other wellness element, which I thought was really cool. It's something different that I haven't normally seen at spas anywhere, so it's worth booking yourself an appointment. Pro tip, book early, book ahead of time if you can, but if not, if you're more curious to see what they might have on board, go your first day, because appointments do book up quickly. And I have noticed that they do offer in-port specials. So on days that the ship is docked, they have lower cost packages and more interesting packages combining different kinds of treatments. So if there's a particular port that you've been to before or you may not be interested in, you might want to think about doing your spa treatment that day. I've been a bit of a gym rat on this trip, which is unusual for me. Usually I take time out of my fitness routine when I'm traveling, but I'm glad I've been going to the gym because it's really cool. It is small, but this is a small ship. There's not a lot of people on board. If it was completely full, a little over 900 people. So they don't need a huge gym, but the gym has some really fun machines. Obviously, it's ocean view. They have a yoga studio. They've been doing sound baths in there, some stretch classes, yoga classes, but they have their cardio area, their weight machines, free weights, but they partner with Techno Gym, which I had never heard of before, and it's really neat. It is an app you can download on your phone, and it basically is a personal trainer in your pocket. So if you've ever wanted to work out with a personal trainer but didn't want to pay the price, this is for you. You can enter in the app what it is you're looking to achieve, what you want to work out, and it will design a program for you, which is so neat. And it also comes with these cool benches. They're basically portable weight benches. They come with resistance straps, free weights, and they can move around. So if you're staying in one of the suites, they'll actually deliver it to your room so you can use Techno Gym on your giant balcony or in your living area and not have to go and sweat with the rest of the people, which is nice if you're shy and you don't want to work out in front of others. They also have an outdoor wellness area. I walked around there today. Again, I'm in the Pacific Northwest and it's really cold and incredibly windy. So all of the machines were closed and wrapped up, but I would love to get out there if I was in the Mediterranean. What a way to work out. It's up on the 14th deck. So you could take a spin class overlooking the ocean, or if you wanted to do your weights up on deck, you can. So you're getting that fresh air and beautiful view instead of being stuck in the gym. And they also have a sports court where you can play basketball, pickleball. If you've ever wanted to learn pickleball, they offer pickleball lessons. And then they also do outdoor yoga classes when it's nicer weather. So if you are into fitness or if you're curious about a certain type of fitness, they have you covered here. And it's all included in your cost. You don't have to pay any extra for it. Activities on Explora are a little bit different than what you might be used to if you're an avid cruiser. Remember, this is not a mass market cruise line. There are no surf machines or rock climbing walls. You're not gonna find the pool slides here. It is much more elegant and relaxed. This is about relaxation. And while there is a full slate of activities and you can get the full schedule on your app every day or each morning, your stateroom host or hostess will be delivering this printed schedule to your room. You're not gonna find much crazy activity. I've noticed a few cooking demonstrations. Today there was a gin and tonic tasting, but mostly it's lectures. They've had a few luminaries on board, some celebrities giving talks. They've had somebody come aboard who is a professional photographer and teach you how to take better photos with your phone. I haven't gone yet, but I've heard everybody I've talked to really loved it because she does things for both iPhone and Android. I saw some dance classes or dance lessons. It's things like that. In the evening, you're not going to find big, giant Broadway spectaculars. That's not what this is about. They're not trying to get you to rush off to find something to do and oh my gosh, I'm late for the show. They want you to be relaxed on vacation. And so the evening is meant to flow at your pace. You may stumble into a performance. You may hear music coming from a lounge, but there's not any big productions. I did see a Mentalist here and he was really good and entertaining. They have Steinway artists that come and play the 3 Steinway pianos that are on board. They've had a cellist, a violinist here. They have a jazz singer tonight that I've heard is phenomenal, and I'm hoping I can stay up to see her. But if you've ever been on a river cruise, it's almost more that feeling where they bring on local entertainment and it's very relaxed and you'll sit with a cocktail and you don't have to feel confined to your seats. You can get up and walk around and everything's just really casual, which I appreciate because I don't want to be beholden to a schedule when I'm on vacation. I don't want to feel like I have to rush here or rush there. I just go where I go when I want to go there, and that is the point. While Explora is definitely more geared to the adults of the world, there is a kids club on board. And I went in it today. It is very small, but very cute. There's video games and a foosball table and board games. And there was a slate of activities in there for the young ones too. There's definitely not a lot of kids on board, but they do recognize that a lot of their clients are working people and they have children and they have families and they'd like to come on board and maybe not do a big mass market cruise, but have something a little bit more elevated. And so there is that space for children. Again, it's not big, but the children I've seen on board have all said how cool the kids club is, and they are having a really great time. I think that if your children are used to larger cruise lines that have, giant spaces devoted to them and endless activities, they might be a little bit bored. But if you have children that are used to traveling the world, going to Europe in the summer, or family ski vacations where they get out and they're more active and they're more well-traveled, I think that they would really love it here. I just think it's important to set the appropriate expectation about the children's programming. Well, I am very sad to say that my time aboard Explora 1 is coming to an end, and I am truly really sad. This has been such a lovely experience. It's not often that a new cruise line comes on board, and it was so much fun getting to experience it and learn all about it. I just genuinely appreciated the high level of service I received. I personally like to go to the Four Seasons when I can, and Explora really managed to bring that high-end hotel feeling to the ocean. The staff was so friendly, and every single person immediately stops what they're doing when they see you enter a space and says, "Good morning, how are you?" They're here to help you. They anticipate what it is you may need without being overbearing. I think that if you really love the finer hotels of the world, you're gonna love this line. If perhaps you've never considered cruising because you thought they were too crowded or too loud, this is for you, because you will find nooks where you can be by yourself and you will feel like you are on your own private yacht. You will feel like all of the staff is here just to cater to your whims. I think that those who are used to and enjoy a more mass market experience where they have to be busy at every turn, you may not like this, because this is truly a line that allows you to relax, whether it be on your balcony or in the lounge with a cocktail, listening to some beautiful music. This is about slowing down, taking some time for you, and visiting maybe some smaller ports around the world. So I think that those who really value peace and quiet, privacy, and just a little bit higher touch service, you're really going to love this. And maybe if you have never been on a cruise before, perhaps you give this a try, because I think that you might really like it. And if you have any questions at all, please drop them in the comments. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share with your friends. It really does help. And if I have piqued your interest in Explora Journeys, please reach out to me via email or direct message. I would love to help book you on your next cruise, to give this cruise line a try. I am a certified travel agent, so I would love to step in and help you with that. But thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Heather, and I will see you next time. Bye.